it by myself, yeah.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
65, 65,
65,
57, 57.
No game on this defense, no game. 80 weapon.
Watch the whip. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, Jack, now.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he will take this up to about the 8. Yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The tackle by Derwin James.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Ready to go. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, Alpha.
50 seconds to Mike. 50.
To go.
from the gun. Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. A gain of 3, second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run with their fullback. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Stepping, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Phillip Rivers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta!
Now it's the backup, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry here for their fullback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check three.
Yes. Hey, Delta.
57
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch. And
this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. All day.
No. Off. Under 10. 10. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
60 outlaw. You got to get the ball. 61. Matchbox lights. Get it.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
57's right. Switch up, switch up.
Mike.
Ready?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, let's get there. Check your hot read.
Hey, wahoo!
57's the mic. Watch 57. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
57.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 57. 57's right.
It'll be Minshew again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Got it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got one.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Time to go. Night, night.
Bravo. Big Griffin.
Minshew sets to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got it to Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A pass complete here to Conley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
3 butt. Yep. Here we go, second mush. Check the call, check the call. 57's Mike. Mike.
Hey, Echo. You better be afraid of me. Ready?
Here's Minshew. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch twist.
Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Come on, D. Man left, man left. We got 4.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Rivers now from the 50. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Red Delta!
Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rivers now. Looking for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Badgley's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw it. Minshew. They'll roll him out right. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Rock 57. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Smooth.
What you got, Heavy?
Deep grip. Deep grip.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. This is where, you know, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, you know, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
This will be fielded at the 17. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Down. 70. Indy.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Again, it's Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Fournette.
I got you, boy.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
5.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. I'm trying to collect. He's checking.
Leo. Hey, Delta. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad